So today's video is going to be the 5 things that I hate about this van. And that sounds weird because I love this van, but there really are some things I hate about it. And we wanted to make this video so that if you want to do your own van build or just want to understand what living in a van is like, we would be honest and explain the things that we would change if we could go back in time. Kind of stuck. Before we say everything that we hate about the van, I thought it'd be fun to share the things that I love about the van because there's so many things about Odie that I love. So one thing I love is the kitchen and the tiles that we laid ourselves and all the custom wood accents like the cabinets and things like that because it feels so homey. I love our electrical setup. Now it's working perfectly with our solar panels and the battery and everything that Lou built in the back that allows us to use our computers and charge our cameras and our fridge and everything. So our electrical setup is bomb. I'm really proud of us for making a good one. I love our fridge. I love all the handmade curtains. I love our mattress pad because it's really comfortable. I love the insulation we chose. Jute has worked out great. It doesn't smell, it's not toxic, and it's worked really well for insulation. But this video is not about the things that I love, it's about the things that I hate. So I thought we would get started and say one of the biggest problems and the thing I hate is the fact that we have really poor air circulation in the van. Like, our goal was to have good air circulation, and that's why we worked so hard taking the windows out and putting them back in, hoping that they would all work. Turns out this one does not work after we put it back in, which has been a huge problem because I think that if this one had been open, there would be this way to circulate air. There was a ceiling vent when we first moved in, but we took it out and covered it because we needed a lot of power from the solar panels, so we covered the entire roof with solar panels, which has been great for our electricity but horrible for air circulation. So I think that get an air vent that has a fan that you can turn on, because when you cook you can just get that heat out of the van. When it's summer you can have air circulation. We have a bathroom in here. Like, you need air circulation and we do not have that. So the second thing I hate about this van is our outdoor shower setup. It's not that this doesn't work fine, it's very practical. You just fill this bag up, then you can open this, gravity, shower, done. But the thing is, when you live in a van, making things that are a nice experience to use makes your life better. I guess that works anywhere, not just in a van, but this is fine when you're okay taking a shower in a bathing suit, or if you luck out and you're in a really remote place, you can get away with a naked shower. But when we were visiting Iceland in Lou's cousin's van, he had this incredible system where he had a hook here and here, and then you put out a pole, and then on that pole you had a shower curtain. And while I don't know if we could install that now, when everything was out of the van when we were building it and like there weren't any walls or insulation, it would have been so easy to screw in those hooks and have an installed shower curtain set up. And then you could take a naked shower anywhere you want. And you know, you get much cleaner with a naked shower and it feels better, and I feel like that would be great. Not only should we have done the shower curtain, but when we were doing the van build, we should have installed an outdoor water hose. Sometimes it's nice to rinse off goggles when you come back from the beach, or rinse off your feet, and to have to fill this up in our kitchen is a nightmare. It doesn't fit very easily, and sometimes you forget to close this and water goes everywhere.
So right in here would have been the perfect place to install the outdoor water setup. We could have had a hose with a shower head on it that just hooks in and stores away right here, because the water pump is actually right behind there.
So the third thing I hate about this van is this bathroom, because it can get smelly, which Lou said would never happen. Lou did research and apparently it's not gonna smell and it's gonna be amazing, but yes,
We'll make a follow-up video.
This is just van life for you. So the reason that this bathroom doesn't work out as amazing as we had hoped is because this toilet that we built it ourselves, is a separation toilet. A separation toilet, if you don't know, is something that separates urine from everything else. So your toilet paper, your solid waste, and all of that go into a trash can, basically, and then we just throw away that trash waste. Which is not ideal, but that's just the reality of our toilet situation. And so in an ideal world, I think we should have just bought the fancy composting toilet. I think it's by Nature's Head or something like that. The issue is we were being cheap, and we also were in a location that we couldn't have any big things shipped to it very easily. So we were kind of like, we can't really manage getting this fancy toilet here. Let's just build our own. And so because of that, I feel like it hasn't worked out as great as we would have liked. So the fourth thing I hate about our van is our Wi-Fi situation. So what we have here is a Wi-Fi device connected to a signal booster antenna. And we thought that this would be a great situation. We would get SIM cards in different countries, and then the booster would make it functional in the van. Unfortunately though, the signal booster thing does nothing. And what we should have gotten, I think, is a Wi-Fi extender. So that would have allowed us to connect to Wi-Fis that are, I think it can go even up to 1 kilometer distance. And it would have worked so much better, because there are situations, even sometimes when you pay, let's say we need to upload a video and we're like, okay, we'll just go to a campsite and we can pay for the campsite so that we can have Wi-Fi. If you don't park close enough to the office, the Wi-Fi doesn't work. And so then we can't upload the video, or we have to leave our laptop in the office uploading, and it's a whole thing. But if we had a booster or an extender, whatever the word is, Lou can put it here, what we should have gotten to make you able to connect to Wi-Fi networks outside of your own, that I think would have been the thing that we needed the most. So the fifth and final thing I hate about this van is, oh, it feels so harsh to be saying that. So the fifth and final thing I hate about this van is the fact that this bed is not a couch. And we were really focused when we did our van build that we wanted to have a comfortable bed that after all the day's adventure we could come home and fall asleep. And we thought, we were under this false pretense that we needed a real mattress, and that's really what did us in and what forced us to do the fixed bed instead of doing some sort of makeshift futon or couch that you could fold out into a bed. And that was a mistake. I feel like if we could redo our van build, we would switch the layout completely so that we had, instead of this fixed bed, 2 benches on the side and then like a table that could come up in the middle. And then this way you could eat there and you could work there and you could just have a comfortable space to spend time in the van that wasn't sitting in bed. Because we've realized after about 2 years in the van that, yeah, it's really nice to have a bed that's out, but it's not necessary, because if you were gonna have some sort of big adventure, you could just leave your bed out so you could come home and it would already be set up. And then the days that you wanted a couch, you would have the ability to have one, which we don't. And I feel like sometimes that really is annoying. So that wraps up the 5 things that we hate about our van. But if you do have any interest in seeing how we built this van, Lou made an incredible video of the whole entire van conversion that I really love. And you should check that out because it shows all the love and effort we put into this van build. And even though we hate some things about it, I really do love Odie more than anything. And I'm so grateful to live in this beautiful space. So watch that video and subscribe if you're new here.